Hey. Hey, how you doing? Have you been having fun? I know, I can't believe tomorrow's your last day. It's been so nice having you here and visiting me. Okay, well the good news is that we've got one more day together, one more full day, and we have a ton of stuff to still fit in. So, I made a list of things that we can do. I just need your help, like, picking and choosing which ones you would like to do. Is that okay? Okay, good. Okay, first I need to know if you'd like to sleep in or wake up early. Don't worry about the time. It's okay. Don't worry about the time. It won't impact our day. Yeah, okay. So what time would you want me to wake you up? Okay, yeah, definitely. That's a cozy time. Okay, so I was thinking of making breakfast then, so we can have breakfast together. Do you want chocolate chip pancakes? It's a nice extra little chocolate drizzle if you have a sweet tooth. Or I can make like French toast with a peach syrup. It's still pretty sweet, but a little more on the fruity side. Or I could do eggs and toast. So if you're into more savory. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Also, don't worry about like what I want. I've already only listed things that I'd be willing to do. I just need your help picking the final one. But all the options I'm giving you, I'm totally down for. So while we're digesting our delicious breakfast, do you want to read together on the porch and take in the morning air? Or do you want to get snuggled under some blankets and we can watch some cartoons together? Or do you want to play like a game of chess? I'm not very good, so if that changes your answer. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's definitely a good answer. Okay, and I know you said that you wanted to get some exercising in, so there's a few things we could do. We could go to the gym. There's a nice gym that has a lot of very clean machines and weights and treadmills, and there's Peloton bikes, and it's usually not even that crowded, especially not, like on a Sunday morning. Or we could run along the beach, or there's also a nice bike trail we could take the bikes through. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that will flow nicely with the plan that we're coming up with. Okay. All right. And after we come back, get cleaned up, change into some fresh clothes, there's some cafes I want to take you to, but I need your help deciding which one to go to. Yeah, okay, I'll give you some options. So there's the Coffee Stain. It's a really like antique place. The artwork on the walls is all from a local artist. Each chair is thrifted and different than the one next to it, so it has a really unique look. There's a lot of cozy nooks where you can just like duck into and have nice quiet conversations. And the menu has like every flavor that you could want for your coffee. Okay, yeah. There's also the Bright Leaf. This place is more like tea focused. They have a lot of delicately brewed teas that they give you in these little itty bitty teacups that are hand painted. And it has this beautiful outdoor seating where you're surrounded by flowers. And there's also this big cat there. They call it the Dude, and he comes by while you're enjoying your drink, which is super fun. Yeah, it's really like peaceful and outdoorsy, very zen. Okay, the third option is Fruit for Thought. It's a smoothie place. The menu is like filled with choices, more choices than I'm going to give you today. It has this indoor fountain with a lot of colorful fish swimming around that all kind of look like, they just remind me of like different colored fruits swimming around in this this pond. Yeah, it's like super health focused, but the smoothies are so good. So which one do you think? Okay. Yeah, you know what, that'd probably be a good idea. So after we've had our drinks, there's different museums around the city that I would love to take you to. There's the art museum. It has the most beautiful, famous paintings, and not as famous paintings, but like ones that you'll fall in love with the second you see them. Each exhibit just like flows from one room to the next. I really like contemporary art, and they have a great contemporary art section. And the like main hall is just it just stretches up impressively, and the ceiling is painted in a baroque style, and then there's stained glass windows that like let in different shards of beautiful light. It kind of feels like an old church. It's really pretty. Yeah, okay, so we can do that one, or we can do like the Natural History Museum, which has a really impressive amount of taxidermy from animals from all over, like animals that I've never heard of before. And you can just spend so much time there learning and reading about each one, because there's always like a plaque under every single animal with fun facts about the animal. And they're always like placed in the perfect backdrop. Like it really feels like they're given a decent exhibit for each one. They seem to have like a lot of care for each of the taxidermy species. Yeah, okay. There's also a history museum, which I know you'd like. Yeah, it covers history from all over the world, from like prehistoric times to now. And it's perfectly categorized by continent. So, and each continent is like an impossible amount of history. They have these beautiful statues and mannequins posed in these historic scenes. And it honestly seems very like factual. Like it doesn't seem like it's all just like Western history. It really gives respect to each of the cultures that it's representing. Okay, so which one would you like to do? We got the art museum, the natural history, and the history museum. Okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you'll love it, trust me. I'm actually excited to go. It's been a while for me. So I'm sure after our museum tour, we're gonna be a little tired. We're gonna want to rest our feet. So we can do a few different things. It's gonna be a repeating pattern tonight of me saying that, but the first thing we could do is we could go to this library that I know. It's huge. It has these winding staircases with bookshelves all around, multiple different levels, and each level gets cozier and cozier and cozier the further up that you go. The windows offer like a beautiful view from all sides of the building, and they let in like these beams of light. It feels very academia. And you're definitely going to find any book you could want there. Even a book you didn't know you needed. Or we could go to this craft place. There's pottery, painting, crocheting, rug making, probably other stuff that I cannot remember. And they do offer classes, and the cost of any material is included in the package. I don't even think it's that expensive for the quality of the classes. The instructors are really encouraging, and they like are the perfect amount of hands-on, but also just letting you have fun. They answer questions, of course, if you have them. And sometimes if they really like your art, they're like, can we hang this on our wall? I've never had my art get hung on the wall, but there's always next time. Or we could go to the animal shelter. It's actually a really clean facility for being an animal shelter. You can tell that everyone that works there really cares about the animals that they look after. And they have like these playpens where you can go in and you can play with the cats or the dogs. You can even take the dogs for a walk around the block, which is obviously great for everybody involved. So what do you think? We could do the library, we could do the crafts, or we could do the animal shelter. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I've been wanting to go. Okay, and before we go to lunch, I'm sure we'll both be hungry. I do have to run a few errands, but I'll just pick one, or whichever one that you would like to accompany me on. They're not even that boring as far as errands go. So the first place could be the greenhouse. My cousin's getting married, and her fiance just cannot decide on the bouquet that they want. So they asked me to be the tiebreaker for some reason. So we could go to the greenhouse, see the different flowers they have there, and then while we're there, we can peruse and maybe pick up a plant or something. I know I already have too many, but if that's something you'd be interested in doing. Or we can go to the stationery place. I'm throwing a surprise party for my sister, so I wanted the invitations to still kind of reflect her personality, but obviously I have to pick them and send them out. So definitely something green. Besides that, I don't know. But yeah, there's tons of ribbons and stickers and fun paper, anything you could want for your stationery. And the last thing I could do is we could go to the grocery store. I need to pick out some spices. I've run out of some spices. But this place is really nice because it has really fresh produce, lots of good vegetables and fruits, and it's not too expensive. And all their spices come in really simple glass containers, like not a whole lot on it. It pretty much just says like what the spice is, which I like. It looks a lot cleaner in my pantry that way. So which one do you not mind accompanying me on? Okay, yeah. That'll be good for me to get out of the way. So let's see, we've already done. And that'll leave us around. How long do you think it would take at the museum? Okay. Yeah, just 1 second. Oh, this, it's like a nervous tick. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, so we have a few options for lunch. So I actually printed out some reviews to read from, because I've never been to these places and I've heard good things, but I need your help picking which one. So I'll read some reviews so that way we can get a good idea and we can make a decision together. Alright, well first is the garden room. It's a charming plant-filled oasis with an all-vegan menu inspired by fresh seasonal produce. The dining area is surrounded by hanging plants, potted herbs, and large windows that overlook the river. The menu features vibrant dishes like roasted vegetable bowls, creamy mushroom risotto, and colorful salads. Sometimes they bring in a live musician, and it's usually a soft acoustic guitarist. That sounds really nice. What do you think? Do you want to hear the other ones? Okay, yeah, definitely. Next is the Snappy Diner. It's very retro and laid back. It has the typical red leather booths. And there's even a jukebox. The menu is mostly comfort food. You can order breakfast food all day long. I won't be offended if you do that, if my breakfast doesn't fill you up. You can also get a burger and fries with vegan substitutions, of course. They even have a vegan chicken and waffles. That sounds really interesting. The staff is all super friendly and personable. Okay, the third option is Celestial City. It's perched on a rooftop with panoramic city views. It's modern and airy, and it has a variety of flavors. it's more on the fancy side. And even though the portions look small, they're always very filling. They've got tacos, sushi, miso glazed eggplant, and pickled vegetables. The inside is very sleek and contemporary, and the terrace shows off the skyline. Okay, which one sounds best to you? This is like a really hard choice for me because all of these sound amazing. Oh yeah? Okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. I can't wait. That sounds great. I'm like already hungry thinking about all the delicious things that we're gonna eat tomorrow. So after we've gotten our energy back from lunch, we can do some shopping. The first place we could go to is a thrift store. I've gotten a lot, pretty much all my clothing at this point from there. It's like, you know, your classic thrifting where you're taking through tons and tons of racks to find the perfect piece. I've gotten jackets there, nice shirts and t-shirts, and they have a lot of jewelry. I've gotten jeans there. I can show you my, you know the pants trick? Oh no, you don't? Okay. Well, you make a fist. And then you put your fist to your elbow in the waistband of the pants. And if it fits snugly, if it fits comfortably, then it's a pretty good chance that the pants will fit without having to try them on. It's worked for me like 99% of the time. Anyways, but that place is really fun if you would like to do that. Or we could go to this record store. It has everything from like popular music to the most obscure music, bands you've never heard of. Everyone there is really chill and hip, and you can tell that they are like crazy about music. So if you're ever like, do you have any recommendations, they will give you the perfect album to take home. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of records there that I adore. Okay, third option is there's this oddity store where they've got like bones and tarot decks and crystals and cute stickers and taxidermy and like really just interesting, like you know, just picture yourself as like a fairy or a witch. That's the kind of decor they have there. And even if you don't get anything, it's still like, it's kind of like a little mini museum. Yeah, I haven't got anything there except for a few cute stickers, but they have like butterflies and like bugs and like really beautiful, delicate displays, and I think that they're really, really neat. Yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds great. So that would take us about, probably, how long do you think? It'd be like an hour. Yeah, so what time would that be? Don't worry about it, it's okay. Okay. Yeah, just 1 second. Just one more for good measure. After we do some shopping, I'm sure you're gonna want to have like a little bit of a nature break. Yeah, I know you. So there's a few things we can do. Of course, I can't narrow it down to just one without your help. I've narrowed it down to three for each thing. I think that's pretty impressive for me. So the first thing we could do is we could go to the Japanese gardens. Yeah, of course, they're like filled with beautiful blossoms and gorgeous red bridges over just these pristine streams that have, you know, lily pads and lots of like old benches to sit on and have nice private relaxed conversations. Yeah, I've seen people like bring easels there and sketch. Yeah, that's definitely like more on the relaxing side. Or we could go to the beach. It's probably gonna be a little bit crowded, but I know this spot, you just have to climb over some rocks. And then it's pretty much deserted. I don't know why. It's like a perfect spot. Yeah, the sands are super soft, but there's also patches, where there's these beautiful flat stones of multiple different colors. Perfect for skipping or collecting or whatever you want. Yeah, we can go swimming. We can tan on the sand. Yeah, and the last thing we could do is the mountains here aren't too daunting. It's definitely possible to do like a quick hike and still get a good view and still get some nature. Yeah, we can see some wildlife. There's definitely going to be deer and birds. Definitely going to be birds. And maybe we'll see some rarer animals. The pine trees alone are like reason to go. Yeah. Okay, yeah, alright. You know what? I'm with you now that you say that. After we do that, if you're not too tired of nature, I just kind of want to keep the theme of nature going. We could go to the zoo. I heard that a baby rhino was just born. A baby rhino was just born at the zoo. So we could get some incredible photos, I'm sure. There's also animals from all over the world, and the zoo really seems to give them good habitats to live in, lots of enrichment. Yeah, some zoos can be a little concerning, but this one is really spacious, and I know they do a lot of research here on how to sometimes reintroduce these animals back to the wild if possible. So I think it's a good zoo. So we could do that, or we could go to the aquarium. And most of the aquarium is, you know, like a tunnel where the aquarium is like you walk underneath it. So you can see the fish swim. Over you can see the fish swim over you. So you feel like you're walking through the ocean pretty much. And the gift shop is to die for. They have a plushie of pretty much every fish, no matter how niche. Or we could go to the conservatory. It has plants from all over the world that stretch up to this old antique glass ceiling. And there's a stream that takes you from room to room. Like 1 second it feels like you're in the jungle or the rainforest, and then the next like a tundra, and then the next the desert. And there's even a butterfly room where butterflies will like dance between leaf to leaf. It's really pretty. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, you'll love it. Trust me. Does this sound like a good day so far? Yeah, I know. Don't worry, it's literally fine. So when we return from all this nature, we could see a show. One of our favorite artists is in town. Don't worry about getting tickets. I've got it secured. They play at an outside venue that's like on a hill. So we could bring a blanket and we could sit down and we can bring some drinks and we could just sit and listen to them play. It's like, it's big enough that you don't feel like you're like crammed to the person next to you, but it's also small enough where the acoustics are still good and it still feels like you're close and up close and personal with the artist. Yeah, it sounds really fun. Yeah, with the sun setting behind us and lighting up the stage. Oh yeah, we could do that. Or we could see a Broadway show. The theater was built in like the early 1900s, but it's been restored with its old charm still intact. The seats there are super comfortable, by the way. And every show that they've put on there, like I've been left just completely speechless by the talent. So I know we could do that. Or we could do like a more intimate comedy show. Yeah, there's this like comedy lounge where they have a few different comedians a night. I've about peeing myself laughing there a few times. You're really close to the stage, but we don't have to be so close that the comedian picks on us. Lots of good drinks, lots of good cocktails, stuff like that. I know, it's a hard decision. Okay, yeah. I mean, how could we pass that up? Alright. So, after we do that, we can go to dinner. Again, I printed out reviews because there's no way I could remember all this information, and I want to make sure that you're getting all the information you can get. So, the first place that we could go is Masala Magic. It's a vibrant, modern Indian restaurant that blends traditional flavors with a fresh, contemporary atmosphere. It has colorful murals of spices, and it smells delicious like curries and naan. They have a wide range of dal, curries, aloo gobi, and samosas. The chutneys are tangy and sweet. Everything feels warm and intentional. That sounds really good, like for right now, but okay, I'll read the other options. Or we can do Vita Verde. Vita Verde is an upscale, family-owned Italian restaurant. The rustic decor features wooden tables, warm earth tones, and shelves lined with olive oil bottles and vintage wine. They have dishes like creamy Alfredo, wood-fired pizzas, and hearty eggplant parmesan layered with rich tomato sauce. Their bruschetta is to die for. Okay, well, we need to try that. The lighting is unique and modern while not taking away from the rustic look. That also sounds really nice. It sounds a little fancier, I guess. And on the opposite side of that is Magnolia Grove, a southern-style restaurant where hearty, comforting dishes are served with a side of southern hospitality. The interior is charming and rustic, with weathered wood floors, vintage decor, and mason jar lights hanging from the ceiling. They serve crispy fried chicken, creamy grits, and barbecue sliders topped with tangy coleslaw. Their sweet potato biscuits are fluffy and warm, and the mac and cheese is baked to perfection with a crunchy breadcrumb topping. It's very relaxed and a great option if you want to douse your food in barbecue sauce. I mean, all of them sound amazing. I don't know. What do you think? I know. I've just been putting you on the spot constantly. I know. Okay, close your eyes. And I'm going to say 3, 2, 1. And then you get to pick. Okay, ready? Close your eyes. Ready? 3, 2, 1. What do you want? Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'm glad you picked that because that was really speaking to me. Hopefully my mind doesn't change by tomorrow night. So we could totally grab dessert at the restaurant, which is fine. Or we could go to a different location. We could go to a secondary location and get a special dessert of your choice, of course. Well, do you want to hear some options? Okay, I thought so. So, again, I picked out 3, picked out some reviews, some very promising reviews. The first one is the Velvet Cupcake, a charming bakery dedicated to the art of perfect cupcakes. Well, I could have guessed that from the title. It's a delicately decorated pastel shop. The display case showcases a variety of cupcakes, each topped with delicate swirls of buttercream and playful toppings. They have classic red velvet with cream cheese frosting to decadent chocolate ganache or zesty lemon raspberry. All of those sound amazing. Every cupcake is a delightful indulgence. I'd be up for that. Or we could do the Gelato Garden. Its interior is inspired by Italian gardens with covered walls, soft lighting, and outdoor seating under twinkling lights. Behind the counter, you'll find rows of rich gelato and a rainbow of flavors, from classic pistachio and dark chocolate to more adventurous options like lavender honey and coconut lime. They can come in waffle cones or paired with warm vegan brownies. I love all these vegan restaurants. Or we could go to, I know you're fun-spirited, so Sprinkle Wonderland. The shop is a fun, whimsical space where giant donut-shaped chairs, candy-colored walls, and a sprinkle-covered counter create a dreamlike atmosphere. The donuts themselves are as creative as the decor, offering a range of wild flavors like cotton candy glaze with rainbow sprinkles, cookies and cream topped with mini Oreos, oh my gosh, and peanut butter cups drizzle with chocolate. For an extra treat, you can customize your own donut at the DIY topping station, choosing from an array of fun add-ons like marshmallow fluff, crushed candy bars, and edible glitter. Oh my gosh, I love the idea of a DIY donut. Okay, well, I won't speak for you. Which one do you want? Of course, we can always get the dessert at the restaurant, but I feel like this is more fun. It feels more like an adventure. Okay. I had a funny feeling you were gonna pick that just based on your previous answers, so. Oh my gosh, we're doing so much today. Or tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I probably should have paced it out a little bit, but I like to have like a fun-filled day and then the other days be a little bit more laid back. A little bit more laid back. After we've thoroughly stuffed ourselves, I'm of course not going to let the night end there. I'm not going to let the night end there. If you're up for it, we can go to a bar. There's a lot of good bars around the city. You just gotta know where to find them. I've picked some options. Let me know which one sounds the best to you. Of course, you don't have to go out if you're not up for it. But if you are, if you want to grab some drinks, there's a few things we could do. The first one I've been to is the Alchemist Lounge. I'm going to read their description from their website. It's an elegant speakeasy style bar hidden behind an unmarked door in a quiet alley. Sounds a little sus. It's not. It's fine. Inside, you're greeted by dark wood paneling, plush velvet couches, and low flickering candlelight. They have a smoky mezcal margarita with a dash of chili. Or their signature rosemary infused gin and tonic. The ambience is refined with soft jazz playing in the background and the hum of quiet conversations. Okay, so a little like fancy but laid back. Yeah, okay. Or we could do Moonshine and Mirth. It's a lively rustic bar that's all about laid back fun and good vibes. The interior features reclaimed wood, vintage signs, and cozy booths with an outdoor patio twinkling with string lights. The bar offers their famous bourbon peach smash or a sweet tea vodka lemonade. They also have a selection of local craft beers, of course. They have live acoustic music, games like cornhole on the patio, and friendly bartenders who love to chat. I'm pretty good at cornhole. So that sounds fun to me. Yeah, but what do you think about like the overall ambiance of that? Yeah, well, the third option is Inferno Underground, which is a gritty neon lit club located in a hidden basement beneath the city streets. As soon as you descend the metal staircase, the thumping bass and pulsating lights pull you into a dark, electrifying space. The bar serves up strong, no-nonsense drinks like spiked energy cocktails and shots, while the DJ spins an eclectic mix of techno, house, and underground electronic beats that keep the crowd moving until the early hours. Fog machines and laser lights fill the air. It's perfect for dancing. So I guess if you're not too tired by everything that we would do tomorrow, we can also go dancing. I'll let you think on it. They're all different vibes. Like, I wanted to pick things that weren't like exactly the same. Although I do see like a pattern of choosing like I guess, for example, like I had to pick like a lot of like outdoor seating, planty, earthy things to do. So I guess I was like keeping in mind the different themes of the day, but also enough variety where you could pick from one thing to the other. Anyway, sorry, I've been chatting. What do you think about the bar? Okay, yeah, definitely. I also picked some pretty budget-friendly places. I know it doesn't sound like that, but I did. Trust. Also, I can totally cover you. Like, you're my guest. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I just want you to have fun. Yeah. Just also, that reminds me of a second. Okay, that should give us some time. Yeah. So, what else do I want to do with you? Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. If you're up for it, either after dinner we can just go straight here, or we can go to dinner bar. Oh, actually, dessert. Dinner, dessert. Doing other stuff, or we could do dessert, dinner, dessert, bar, and then this. So, I'm gonna still want to do some fun activities. So, we can go bowling at Lucky Strike Lanes. It's really retro. It's got neon lights. It's got that like bounce off the lanes themselves. Colorful bowling balls. Fun 80s music. They even got karaoke and like fun finger food, which I always found disgusting at bowling alleys. To have finger food and also you're shoving your fingers into a bowling ball used by strangers, but of course they give you forks and everything. So, and there's like hand sanitizer stations everywhere that are like decked out in stickers, so they blend right in. They've got old movie posters. It's really fun. Do you like bowling? Okay, cool. Or we could go to Pixel Palace Arcade. They've got all the classic games like Pac-Man and Street Fighter, but they also have modern consoles, so we could do some like Smash Bros. They also have VR, which is really cool, and then they also have like skee ball and the basketball hoops, so you can like collect tickets and win prizes, like funny little prizes. It's really fun in there. There's like a lot going on, but if that's your thing, then yeah, we could definitely go there. The last place we could go to is the Critical Nook. This place is a lot more quiet. It has all kinds of board games and tabletop RPGs, and I know a few people that play D&D here. They can vouch for it. It's super cozy. It's super quiet, except for like a few random bursts of like, oh, come on. But people can sit here with their friends and just relax. There's like soft music playing. They've got a bunch of like cozy snacks where you can eat like chips and cozy drinks like hot chocolate and popcorn and stuff like that. I definitely would be down for that place as well. Just like calm down. But if you're also like, I just want to keep the party going, we could do the other two. What do you think? I also love the name The Critical Nook. But that's just me. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. I'm totally up for that. I'm very competitive though. I've warned you. No matter what we do. No matter what we do, I will be competitive. After we play some games, do you want to watch a movie? We can either go out to this really cozy theater near me, or we could always just come back to my place and watch one. Yeah? Okay, yeah. So we will do that. So there's a few different movies out, but there's a new superhero movie. Superhero movie, the multiverse keeps expanding. I can't keep track of it. Or there is a animated coming of age movie. Yeah, it's not Studio Ghibli, but I've heard that it's kind of like it. As you can see, I'm a fan. Yeah, I'll probably cry. So you gotta be okay with that. Or we could just see like another like buddy comedy movie. That's just sure to help us get some laughs. Okay, yeah. Alright. Running out of room on my schedule here. Alright, I have one final question. After we've watched the movie, we've come back to my apartment. What do you want to do? Just so I know, like, what you're in the mood for. We can read together, maybe sip on some tea, just kind of like wind down. Or we could just sit apart and wind down by like scrolling on our phones, maybe showing each other a funny meme here and there. Or do you want to just like sit up and like talk about the day, talk about our favorite parts, whatever else comes to mind? I know it's like a little difficult to predict, but like, what do you typically do before you go to sleep? Yeah. Oh, maybe we can do some face masks too. That's also an option. So we could do that, and then, yeah, okay. You can always mix and match as well, like stuff like that, like more low-key stuff. Okay, I know it seems like a busy day. I know it's like, how on earth is this humanly possible over the course of 24 hours? Don't worry about it. It's literally, I mean, how long do you think that part will, like, after we do, sorry, it's like all up in here. The math is all up in here. Let's just do one more for good measure. That way, so we have a little extra time. It's just a figure of speech. Obviously I can't make extra time. Okay. It's gonna be the most exciting, fun day you've ever had in your entire life. Just because I'm so happy that you're here. And I love hanging out with you. Yeah, thank you so much for visiting. Okay, I guess we should probably get some sleep. You're right. We should go to bed. Okay, have a good night. If there's anything that you need, just let me know. You know I'd obviously get it for you. And I remember what time you want to be woken up, so I won't wake you up